Jeepers Creepers 3 is a 2014 creature feature directed by Anons. After the events of the first movie, the county sheriff joins forces with a team of hunters, aiming to take down the villainous creeper once and for all. But before we get into this creeping catastrophe, I just want to ask that if you end up enjoying this video, then please consider dropping a like and comment, and maybe even subscribe, as my goal for this year is to reach 20,000 subscribers, so if you can help me do that, then I'd really appreciate it. Also, there will be full spoilers ahead, but if that doesn't bother you, then grab your deep-fried crow-flavoured popcorn and whip out your flaming pitchfork as we dive into Jeepers Creepers 3. So the movie begins by asking the question, how many crows are too many? Before we get a title drop, which has me somewhat concerned because it looks quite shit. Then we see something flying through the air out of focus. And oh, it's a 4-spike silver rubber wrecker, on its way to wreck some rubber no doubt. But nope, it's after this guy running away holding a Danny Trejo. Ha ha, you missed me, you inaccurate fool! Alright, that's it. No more Mr. Nice Creeper. I thought you named him Mr. Sniff. Oh, right you are, Ken. Then the man sees a car coming and shouts, "Okay, I'll help you, fella. What seems to be the problem?" "Well, I can't help you if you fly away now, can I?" Bloody rude. Then after giving us some amusing facial expressions, he steps outside before the guy's Danny Trejo falls out of the sky. Followed shortly by a hand? Don't worry, that'll make sense later. Ish.
Every 23rd year, for 23 days.
It eats 23 different sandwiches in 23 different ways. Then we jump forward 23 years to the aftermath of the first movie, where the police find Mr. Sniff's creepy van, which from this point on I'm going to call the Sniffmobile. They all have a gander inside, and is it just me or does the police chief look considerably older and fatter than he was in the first movie?
Well, it has been 13 years since that one.
No, it's directly after the first movie, Ken.
Yes, but this movie was made 13 years after the first.
I don't follow.
Time has passed in the real world, but not in the movie timeline.
But why is he older and fatter?
I swear to God.
Anyway, I don't think I named him in the first one, so he's Chief Chafe now. The officers find a load of wrapped up bodies in the back. But then suddenly spikes come down and pierce this guy's arm, and he lets out a stock scream sound effect. Sorry, that was my fault. I pressed a button I shouldn't have. Then this team of specialists rock up, who are an anti-sniff task force of sorts, led by this fella who I'm going to call Black Hat, which is quite ironic because his hat is in fact white. Anyway, Chief Chafe gets him caught up to speed, but then... What the hell? Ooh, sorry, I pressed another button I shouldn't have. So they take the van to the police impound, and bloody hell, this fella has the straightest nose to forehead transition I have ever seen. But oh no, Mr. Sniff has landed on the back brandishing a very fake-looking axe, and he cuts the Sniffmobile free, which then drives past the cops with him riding on top, leaving them like, "Sir, you bring that van back this instant! Sir? Sir!" He's not coming back, is he? I wouldn't be so sure. He was having a good sniff on his way out. Told you. Ah! Please get off me! I can't breathe!
I don't think he gives a shit.
Then it takes off with him, leaving his colleague like, "Sir, you bring him back this instant! Sir? Sir!" Thankfully, she gets picked up by Black Hat and Chief Chafe, the former of which then tells them all he knows about the creature.
I know it, and it knows me.
It's my brother. What? Really? No. And bloody hell, look at Chief Chafe's hair. It's so fake you can see the seam where they've stuck it onto his bald head. Then we follow this terrible CGI crow to this farm where we meet another one of our main characters, Haggard Helen, who looks like she's smoked 40 a day since she was 15. And she's only 35 now, bless her. Anyway, she sees someone waving to her on top of this hill. So she walks over and, hey, it's that fella who was in the car at the beginning. Turns out he's Helen's son, who at some point was killed by Mr. Sniff. Oh, so he's a ghost then?
Stop asking, it doesn't matter.
Well, it kinda does, but whatever. Carry on, mate. He tells his mum that there's a piece of Mr. Sniff buried on this hill, and he's gonna come back and collect it before it can be used against him. Then he walks off saying, "Right, now, where did I leave me spine at?" Helen's granddaughter then wakes up and looks outside her window thinking, "Ugh, there goes Grandma shouting at the tree again. I recognise her from something.
Jeepers Creepers 3?
Maybe. Anyway, I'm going to call her Sally Saddles, because she owns a horse and goes to check on it.
Good morning, handsome.
Morning, lass, how's it going?
Oh my god, you can talk?
Nay.
That's better. She then goes to tell her grandma that she's going into town to get some hay, but Helen doesn't respond.
Grandma, you okay?
Are you okay? I'm not even sure she's alive, love. Back to Black Hat and, oh god, Chief Chafe's hair looks even worse in the daylight. Christ, have they spray-painted the bastard on? Anyway, Black Hat tells him his team of sniff slayers are going to hunt down the creature and finish him off once and for all. They even have a team logo. But to be honest, whoever designed it needs to find a job they are less shit at. Then this truck rocks up with their new secret weapon, the Sniff Shooter 9000. Not sure how the barrels are supposed to rotate if they're soldered to the body of it, but then again, I'm no shooting scientist, so what the hell do I know? Oh, Dogbert, I told you to buy a Sniff Splatter 9000, not a Sniff Shooter 9000. Oh, sorry, boss, some old guy named Stingray beat me to it, But this one
Throws up a wall of fire. A wall of fire that nothing from this world or the next can get through.
Whoa, chill your boots, mate, before I come up there and fucking bray you. Meanwhile, Sally turns up at her friend's house to see if she can lend some hay, only to find that her dickhead brother has caught a wild rabbit and is treating it badly because he's a dickhead. I'm going to call him Dick McDickhead, because that seems appropriate. Anyway, he sods off to go dirt biking with his dickhead mates, and his mum says unfortunately they don't have any hay they can lend Sally, so she's going to have to go to the store and hope they'll give her some for free. But not before paying me a compliment, I hope.
He does have a really cute butt.
Oh, stop it, you're embarrassing me. Oh. Elsewhere, the dicks are dicking about on their dick bikes when they spot something odd in the middle of a field.
The hell is that?
What, have you never seen a cow driving a tank before? Loser. No, next to it, dumbass. Oh shit, it's the Sniffmobile. They've all heard the stories over the years, so you'd think they'd leave it well enough alone, wouldn't you? But alas, they are the dicks. So instead they decide to piss on it and then throw rocks at the damn thing. With Lugs here sounding like me talking to my geography teacher back in school.
Kiss my ass, you ugly old bitch!
But then the back doors open and they realise all the stories are true when they see the wrapped up bodies inside. Then the spikes give them all a good scare and they take off on their bikes. But then, go gadget harpoon! And it goes right through Dick's dick.
Come again?
Sorry, I meant his leg. His mates try and pull it out, but it's no use. And then he starts getting reeled in. Floppy takes off like a coward, but the others stay and help.
Maybe we could cut the cable. With what? Try the phone again!
Dude, if the phone couldn't cut the cable the first time, what makes you think it'd work a second time? But then, oh shit, Mr. Sniff is back. But oh man, why would you show Mr. Sniff during the day? He looks nowhere near as good during the day. Anyway, Dick's mates take off running, so he whips out a spear that looks fake as shit. He chucks the spear and BAM! It impales the dicks to the tree. Bang on, why are they raised off the ground? Did they jump in unison before it hit them?
I believe they were on the dirt bikes.
Ken, if that was so, then the bikes would be beneath them.
Ah, good point.
But Mr. Sniff notices the piss on his van and realises there's one dick left. And just as Floppy is about to get help... Oh, that looked shit. Very shit. Elsewhere, and Sally rocks up to the store, where we meet this guy who has a crush on her. I'm going to call him Freckles, because that's the name of his pet fish. Unfortunately, Sally isn't on the list to collect any hay bales, and I'm positive I've seen her in somewhere else, man. What have I seen her in?
Jeepers Creepers 3?
Maybe. Aha! The Midnight Man!
You just made that up, didn't you?
No, I didn't. In fact, I've got it on DVD. I'll find it. Give us a minute. Anyway, Sally takes off to see if she's got some credit elsewhere, but Freckles goes to buy the hay for her himself, and his dad knows he's doing it because he likes her and says,
You can do better.
Dad, are you out of your goddamn mind? So Freckles catches up to her and drops off the hay for her back at the farm. And, hey.
Is that your grandmother?
Yeah, she just really hates that tree. Freckles then asks her if she wants to help him deliver the rest of the goods, while haggard Helen ratches around in the dirt looking for that piece of Mr. Sniff. But she's getting really fed up of this bee pestering her.
Go! Away! Go!
No, I like pestering. Buzz, buzz. And hey up, looks like she's found it. Turns out it's that hand which dropped from the sky at the beginning. And then because she's an idiot, she takes off her glove and decides to touch it. And it latches onto her hand and lifts her up into the air while making whipping noises? Going on is what the hell?
I mean, what the hell is going on?
Back to Sally and Freckles, who arrive at the next drop-off. But weirdly, there's no one around. So they have a look around only to find this daft old bugger underneath his car. What are you doing? Hiding from Mr. Sniff. He already flew off with one of the workers, and the other two are hiding over there. Oh, okay then. I will leave you to your insanity.
What's going on?
I don't know.
But what I do know is this house could use a few more columns. Then suddenly they're jump scared by the missing worker, who has the slowest slide down the window of all time. before Mr. Sniff lands next to them and has an almighty whiff, meaning one of them has something he wants. But for God's sake, will you stop showing him through the day? Then he tips over the truck and takes off with Sally, leaving Freckles thinking, bollocks. Big winged bollocks. Aha! The Midnight Man on DVD. Look, she's even on the front of it. Suck on that, Ken.
Suck on what? Your success in finding the DVD?
Yeah.
Well, you sure showed me, didn't you?
Yeah. Meanwhile, Black Hat and Chief Chafe turn up to the farm. Then they notice Helen's injured hand.
What happened?
Oh, nothing. I just got attacked by an angry cupboard drawer. Oh, you've got to look out for them. Ravenous sons of bitches. So Helen tells the fellas about the hand, that her son found it 23 years ago and buried it alive after giving it what for. Eat shit, hand! Anyway, Helen has trapped it in this pot and tells them if you touch it, then it shows you Mr. Sniff's secrets.
You see how it came to be and what it is.
Let me guess. We're not going to find out, are we?
Of course not, Ken. That's for Jeepers Creepers 4, which never got made.
I thought they did make a fourth one.
Well, they did, but it wasn't a continuation of the story. And don't you worry, we'll be getting to that one before long. So Black Hat wants to hold hands with it, but Chief Chafe thinks it's a terrible idea. Then the Sniff Slayers rock up to assist and they try and get the hand out onto the table. Come on, get out of the pot, you clinging little bastard!
6.5 hours later.
So Black Hat gives it a whirl and has the same bizarre reaction Helen did. Back to the Sniffmobile and Sally wakes up in a sack. Then another sack tells her to cut the rope free using the knives on the wall. So she does and frees them both. The other one turning out to be Dick McDickhead, who she gives a hug to, but I'd have just decked the prick. So they need to find a way out of the van, but the back door is a no-go thanks to the spikes. So they check the front door and BAM! A spike fires out right through Dick's head. He deserved it because he was unlikable. Back to the farm and they get a call on the radio saying they've spotted the fiend driving to their location. So they plan on trapping him with a pincer movement and sending him back to hell with the Sniff Shooter 9000. And bloody hell, is Haggard Helen even alive at this point? She literally looks like a reanimated corpse, for Christ's sake. So they hop to it with Black Hand giving Chief Chafe a hint of what he saw when he touched the hand.
It's ancient.
And did it tell you how we can kill it? Yes it did. And I'm going to keep it to myself for absolutely no reason.
You son of a bitch!
They continue down the road until they finally catch up with the Sniffmobile. So Chief Chafe leans out of the window with a rifle and tries to take out its tyres, but the bullets just ricochet back at the car. It's not working. I think it's bulletproof.
Hit him again!
Or how about you stop shooting because it's clearly not working? Then the Sniffmobile launches a rubbish-looking spiky sphere which starts chasing them, so Chafe shoots it, causing an equally rubbish-looking explosion. Then they see Dogbert closing in on their target from the other direction, but with their newfound knowledge of the Sniffmobile, they fear he's in for a bit of a surprise when he shoots the vehicle. Black Hat tries to warn them, but they're too busy blasting the Spice Girls to hear him.
I'll tell you what I want, what I really, really want. So tell me what you want.
And Dogbert opens fire on the truck, only to be immediately annihilated by the ricocheting bullets. What a goof! Then the Sniffmobile sends out another couple of bomb balls, which explode the cars off the road with some truly terrible visual effects. And the worst thing is, this all would have looked considerably less shit if they'd just set it at night. Thankfully, the old fellas survive and see Mr. Sniff pull up in the field across from them.
Cover me!
But I don't have a blanket! Fuck! So they decide to split up, with Black Hat heading for the Sniff Shooter 9000 while Chief Chafe distracts Mr. Sniff. But look out, Chief! He's whipped out his fake as shit looking axe. Ooh, you've done it now, you fake hair bastard. Those hats aren't cheap, you know. The Chief readies up for another shot, but then... oh no! A 4-spike silver gun wrecker! Completely distinct from the rubber wrecker because it wrecks guns, not rubber. And it looks like Chief Chafe is about to meet his maker, before Mr. Sniff is distracted by Black Hat, who has made it to the Sniff Shooter 9000. But oh bollocks, the thing is stuck and he can't move it. Then Mr. Sniff leaps into the air with his axe ready to deal a killing blow. But for some reason he goes into super slow motion, which is awfully convenient for Black Hat, who manages to turn the gun before unloading it right into the flying fiend. Then it comes crashing down on top of him anyway. Chief Chafe then watches as Mr. Sniff gets up, as if the extreme damage he just took meant nothing, before he, and I can't believe I'm saying this, uses telekinesis to lift Black Hat's body with the axe lodged in his face, before recalling the weapon back to his hand like he's bloody Kratos or something. Because that stupid-ass sentient van wasn't enough, you had to go and give him telekinesis, didn't you? Something which he has never used before!
Baffling. Utterly Baffling.
And so the defeated Chief Chafe waddles off home to go and have a wank or something. Then we go back to Helen, who is still waiting for Mr. Sniff to show up, and is once again visited by her ghost son, who has clearly been working on his motivational speeches.
Whatever you think you can do, you can.
He then tells her that it's got Sally, and then Freckles turns up to also tell her it's got Sally. Then we cut to Sally, and oh no! It's got Sally! Even though we already knew it got Sally. Anyway, she's still in the van when Mr. Sniff turns up like, "Right, come here you, it's time for your stabbing." But then Mr. Sniff gets impaled through the head by the same spike that killed Dick McDickhead. Why would his own van impale him? It makes no sense, man! This leaves him with a terrible CGI, which then falls out for no reason. Sally takes this opportunity to escape, losing a shoe to the back door spikes as she dives out. But Mr. Sniff is well angry now and chases her. But then... oh, damn it. I knew I should have finished that can of Red Bull. He then throws a 4-spike Silver Sally wrecker at her, which misses. And then he throws his spear, which succeeds in taking her jacket off. Then he charges through the field brandishing his axe before he's hit by a truck on a road. What? Then the poor truck driver gets on the phone and is like, "Hello? Sheriff's Department? Yeah, I just hit a monster with me truck. Hello? Why would they hang up on me?" Ah! Then Mr. Sniff finally rocks up to the farm to reclaim his lost hand, only to find it nailed to the ground with a note saying, "Oh, bugger. They've finally figured out I'm 23 crows in a Halloween costume. Ah, you crows are all a bunch of sick bastards."
Bastards!
And so the day's saved. Freckles and Helen find Sally and have a group hug, and sometime later he gets on board the school bus from Jeepers Creepers 2, which makes absolutely no sense because he isn't in the second movie. Oh, and as a final tease, we then see Dish from the first movie, who vows to get revenge on Mr. Sniff in a grand finale that we'll never ever get. End of movie. And there we have it, folks. Jeepers Creepers 3 is unfortunately a big disappointment, and a significant step down in quality from the first two movies in almost every department. Jonathan Breck still puts in the work as the Creeper, but everything else just feels cheap and not very well thought out, especially the decision to set most of the action during the day. And the worst thing of all is that it's just not very scary or thrilling. It's a real shame that after such a long wait from the second movie, this is what we got. And would you believe me if I told you this isn't the worst movie in the franchise? Jeepers Creepers Reborn watched this one and said, "Hold my beer." So, Jeepers Creepers 3, what did you think of it? Did you like it? Did you loathe it? Let me know in the comments below, and until next time, here's some outtakes for you. That was the one. You're usually right, I'm usually the one who's wrong, eh? Ken's the one with the brains, I'm just the gob. Wonderful! It is wonderful! Long like a stick that goes aye. Completely distinct from the rubber wrecker because it wrecks rubber. No. Ah, you crows are all a bunch of sick bastards! I love doing the bastards. Bastards! 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 Yeah! Love doing the bastards. Makes me feel good. Wiggle and all. You gotta wiggle the hand when you're doing it. Bastards! You gotta fucking get it wiggling like it's getting out of control. You gotta try and stop it. It's got a mind of its own, man. That's enough.